What if I told you that 50 Cent received the nuclear codes to end her marriage via direct message from the queen of rap scandals? Yes, exactly. In a surprising turn of events, Remy Ma was recently exposed for sending intimate, private, and apparently graphic images directly to the man who enjoys destroying people. It's messier than a hip-hop reunion fight and a love affair. 50 Cent. And you know what? He wasn't the only one who kept them. Unfortunately, this man leaked them as if they were a 2005 mixtape. Is there anything sacrosanct these days? Has she lost sight of who 50 is? Did Papoose not simply stand up for her in court as she sobbed about loyalty and betrayal? Twitter is ablaze. The internet is in a panic. And poor Papoose is somewhere attempting to comprehend how his wife went from ride or die to transmit or die in a single scandalous click. Don't worry though, we have the entire convoluted timeline, the phony receipts, and some very real repercussions that might blow the lid off the whole hip-hop loyalty myth. Take out your popcorn. It's more than simply tea, it's gasoline. And the match was brought by 50 Cent. So how about we set the scene? Imagine this. The alleged reformed rap queen who is now a courtroom crier is Remy Ma, the same woman who's simply beseeching a court for mercy, which was popular weeks ago, is becoming popular once more. However, not for any judgment or legal atonement. No, she just emailed 50 Cent something so scandalous, so personal, and so completely careless that even 50, human grenade launcher of hip-hop feuds, was taken by surprise. This is why she is going viral on the internet. She sent him what? These weren't thank you notes, to put it mildly. They were personal. In addition to being extremely nude, they were intimate. Additionally, we now know far more about Remy Ma's physique than we ever asked for because of 50 Cent's favorite pastime, weaponized leaking. You know, the best type, according to a number of unnamed sources. These sultry photos were purportedly sent 50 days after Rhee's tearful courtroom appearance, in which she clutched her pearls and vowed to Papoose she'd never lied to him again. You didn't just lie, girl. You posted betrayal in high definition. What actually occurred then? Let's go back a little because the origins of this betrayal go back much further than that notorious leak. Was this an error, a setup, or is Remy Ma out here leading a double life so chaotic that even Future would say, "Damn sis"? They begin with a breach in the regal persona of the most devoted couple in hip-hop. You see, we all believed that Remy and Papoose were invincible. Travel Bonnie and Clyde, or perish. He maintained his loyalty while incarcerated, wrote her letters, managed the household, and stood up for her reputation. On Instagram Live, we even saw one man threaten Fat Joe for giving her the wrong look. However, every flawless Instagram picture has a filter. A woman who supposedly couldn't keep her direct messages to herself was the source of this filtered love story. There are sources near 50 Cent's camp. According to a buddy of a friend of a club promoter who used to host 50's drinks, Remy Ma has been subtly flirting with 50 for months. It began with harmless things like fire emojis and a few meme giggles, but it soon got out of hand. And when we say increased, we mean that Remy allegedly began emailing images. Not just cute clothes, not just selfies, we're talking full-body, late-night silk sheets. Refrain from telling Papoose about energy. Another anonymous source claims that the screenshot fairy is the most bizarre of them. They weren't even requested by 50. He was merely making jokes. You know how he is, she says? Trolls everyone. Strange memes. She simply dropped the bomb in his inbox after taking it seriously. It was a bomb too. According to reports, the images were extremely graphic. In self-defense, 50 Cent's phone automatically locked. Apparently, he spent weeks sitting on them. Not out of deference. No, it's 50 Cent here. Do you recall? He was holding out for the ideal opportunity to reveal the truth and spoil someone's day. Now for the Bet Awards. Now recall the tense red carpet confrontation between 50 and Papoose. Insiders now claim that Papoose was already suspicious, despite everyone's belief that it was just old animosity resurfacing. His phony smile, his lack of energy, and the backstage screams and whispers. A production assistant who may or may not be real claims that Papoose recently learned of the leaked images through an anonymous email with the subject, "I thought you should see what your wife sent me, rather than from Remy or even 50. And inside, boom, nail polish. Can't stop thinking about that night in Miami. This stays between us. Don't tell Pat, face-blowing kiss." Oh my goodness. Remy Ma allegedly captioned a photo of herself in full glory. It's uncertain whether or not there was a night in Miami, but this much is certain. On national television, Papoose appeared to be a man containing a Category 5 breakdown. And 50. We haven't seen a man smile that giddily since he revealed Rick Ross's baby mama. Why, therefore, would Remy Ma, of all persons, act in this manner? Why take a chance? Why would you send something so careless to the music industries? Most spiteful man, some claim it's retaliation. Some claim that she required affirmation since she was losing her mind due to the trial's pressure. According to others, and this is where things get murky, and 50 Cent were far closer than we ever knew. 50 allegedly stepped in with late-night studio sessions, drinks, and emotional support, which in celebrity parlance translates to fake laughs as well as actual hotel rooms. During a brief break in her marriage when she and Papoose were having trouble because of her most recent public controversy. And it seems that even when she made amends with Pap, that support continued. It grew more intense, if anything. According to one insider, they had a secret burner phone connection that involved VPNs, disappearing texts, and other after reading texts. Many people erase this. The worst part, though, is that Remy Ma apparently admitted to the affair during a furious altercation with Papoose following the BET Awards. He cornered her with evidence, not because he felt guilty. What did she do too? She lost it. She let out a scream, and she acknowledged everything aside from the pictures. According to her, it was emotional rather than physical. I couldn't understand. I felt seen by him. What, girl? You are not a first-year college student. You are an adult lady. And Papoose was heartbroken. Our informant, who said he heard the altercation from 2 rooms away, said he punched a wall, packed a bag, and hasn't returned to the house ever since. You would think that this is the conclusion of the narrative, but it gets messier from here. You would think Remy would try to clean things up, apologize, or go silent. Not Remy Ma, though. Not the woman who flung hands over a lost $3,000 once because she did something unexpected a few days following the confession. Not even 50 Cent, because she did something unexpected a few days following the confession. Not even 50 Cent. She intensified her efforts. Yes, you heard correctly. Remy Ma did the unimaginable rather than disappearing like a guilty ex. She emailed another picture. This time it was much more incriminating and revealing. She also didn't bother covering her face this time. JPEG chaos without any filters or coy captions. And you're curious about how we know? It's because 50 Cent posted a story about it on his burner account, which was only live for 6 minutes before disappearing. But that's a lifetime of online time. Before the Instagram server could blink, the screenshots were already flowing. 50 now formally says he was hacked. It's likely that he's writing a diss track in real time because he's laughing so hard. The picture's caption was straightforward, yet brutal. Wilden, your daughter. You want me to send the others? Twitter also lost. It's mental. Is this authentic? This isn't Remy? Tell me. For this, Papoose really held her down. Some fans attempted to justify her by claiming that it might have been a historical hunger trap, AI, or Photoshop. To be honest, though, the tattoos matched, the lighting matched her bedroom from her previous vlogs. And the necklace she was wearing was a 2021 gift from Papoose. Oh no, Even her devoted followers had to back off. The comments in the shade room became a virtual funeral. A user wrote, "She really made Papoose look like a damn fool, and y'all call her a queen." The worst part is that 50 Cent shared a blurry screenshot of what appears to be a text conversation in the same story that was posted immediately after the leaked photo. Another person wrote, "I knew she was trouble when she posted that I'm healing pic and a thong last year." Healing doesn't require lace, sis. Tea, extra drama syrup added to a complete scandal frappuccino. Papoose, meanwhile, has stopped talking altogether. No mysterious lyrics, no Instagram lives, no tweets. The man who once overflowed timelines with lyrical tributes to his queen is now a ghost. And in the world of celebrities, do you know what that means? He's either moving out or getting a lawyer. We haven't heard the term trial separation since Will and Jada's public therapy sessions. But rumors are now circulating that Papoose has filed for one. He is allegedly staying at a friend's home in Jersey, refusing to answer calls and speak in public until he discovers the truth. This is the truth, Papoose. Your 50 Cent brought the camera team, and your wife just played hot potato with your dignity. But hold on, it gets more juicy. Another unnamed insider claims that she is the Uber driver for Remy's stylist. Before 50 leaked the second picture, Remy Ma apparently attempted to avert the story. According to reports, she called him, pleaded with him not to write anything more, and promised to make it worthwhile. What does that signify then? Everyone believes that this is 50 Cent, but no one knows. The man who purchased Ja Rule's concert, tickets only to leave the front row empty, comes to mind. The guy who turned petty into money. He's using leverage, if there is any. Additionally, he is now hinting that he has a lot more receipts. 50 threw YouTube gossip reactors into a panic. With the now deleted tweet, this isn't even half the story. "Don't play with me, Ma. You know I got everything." Titles began to flow. Remy's career will die with 50 Cent's next leak. Papoose used 50 to catch Remy on FaceTime. Complete audio. Is this the golden couple's Yendi? This is where the supporters and adversaries added their voices. When Remy needs a character witness, Joe is conveniently never present. He shared a mysterious Instagram story of himself drinking wine with the comment, "And Nicki Minaj." Well, she didn't say anything, but she liked a shady tweet that read, "Imagine doing all that talking just to get exposed by a man who still beefs with Murder Incorporated nail polish. Petty? Yes. Deserved. Also, yes, because, let's not forget, Remy Ma built a whole second career off being the real one. The woman who stood by her man, the woman who didn't fake beef, and the woman who called out other women for not respecting their relationships, and now she's the headline of the year. Caught in 4K sending what some have dubbed the thirstiest pictures since Kim K broke the internet. The hypocrisy is practically screaming, and the consequences are mounting like an unpaid tax bill. Remy Ma may be fired from an upcoming Bet series where she was cast as a mentor figure to up-and-coming female rappers. Apparently, executives are reevaluating whether she fits the image they're trying to push. That means they don't want their mentor trending for booty pics, and sponsors bid adieu to that Fashion Nova partnership. Remember when Remy made fun of Nicki Minaj on Shether, saying she was too preoccupied with masculine validation? According to insiders, the brand is reviewing all recent media mentions and does not want to endorse controversy. However, it is too late because the controversy is a 5-alarm PR fire, and the flames are still rising. Meanwhile, there are rumors that Papoose has already met with divorce lawyers, and those close to him are calling for him to regain his power. If that happens, child Remy might lose not just her husband, but also her last remaining public sympathy. Because this is not just a cheating scandal, but a collapse of character. In a world where public opinion changes more quickly than a TikTok trend, Remy Ma might have just thrown away 10 years of rebuilding all for a man who posts memes for a living. Not by a long shot, because according to a new leak that just came to light on a shady gossip page last night. And this is allegedly, hypothetically, and definitely unconfirmed. Remy Ma recorded a voice note admitting the whole thing. Yes. Full confession. And allegedly, it wasn't even meant for Papoose or 50 Cent, but for her best friend. The voice note was briefly posted before being removed, and it featured a muffled voice saying, "I messed up. I went too far with it. When no one else could make me feel good about myself, he did. It's all blown out now, even though I believed I could manage it." Sound familiar? Fans started analyzing the audio like it was the Zapruder movie right away. Some say it's entirely her, while others say it's artificial intelligence, AI generated. However, everyone agrees that this doesn't sound like an innocent person. Rather, it sounds like someone who is rapidly spiraling out of control. And it's not just the internet that's getting involved. According to an unnamed but extremely dramatic insider, Papoose has officially cut financial ties with Remy, freezing joint accounts, canceling credit cards, and removing his name from future projects, all of which, in the language of hip-hop marriage, is the equivalent of a public execution. Speaking of public, do you recall how Remy Ma was working on starting her own female rap mentorship label? Well, that has been suspended indefinitely because, according to a Gunnet group chat, investors are apparently pulling out faster than 50 Cent. No one wants to be linked to a scandal that involves memes, moans, and messages all mixed together. And you know it's bad when even Wendy Williams, wherever she is, posted a throwback reaction GIF along with a caption asking who she did it with. Remember that this is a PR disaster, not simply a romantic triangle. On the first, 50 Cent is shown contentedly sitting in the front row with popcorn and a petty sneer. And he has been subtly disparaging his main page. On the second, he posted a picture of himself in bed with the message, "Some people can't keep secrets. I'm lucky that I don't have to. Forever, Petty King." The main issue that everyone is now asking is, why did 50 Cent initially release the pictures? Was it out of retaliation, a power struggle, or simply boredom? According to insiders, it all began when Remy Ma allegedly attempted to stalk 50 following her courthouse appearance. What did 50 do? He flipped the script, pulled the plug, and turned every private moment into public ammunition. Cold. Absolutely calculated without question, but also very on brand. This man didn't just air her dirty laundry. He laundered it, pressed it, and sold it to TMZ. Apparently, she told him they couldn't talk anymore and told him she needed to fix her marriage. This man wrote poems for her while he was in jail, defended her against accusations of cheating, and literally helped raise her children. Let's face it, the internet never sleeps. And now he's trending as the husband who was played by the same woman he once called his queen. Meme pages are already going crazy when you hold her down for 7 years, but she sends cheeks to 50. Papoose is in the group chat like, "Y'all got room on the couch. Love you, Remy Ma." Remy Ma also sends 50 Cent a full-body mirror pic, which is brutal. Even though this whole situation is getting worse faster than a bad versus battle, here's the last twist that no one saw coming. Last night, just when things couldn't get any worse, Remy Ma's own team, yes, her own assistant, allegedly leaked a message thread between Remy and an unidentified contact who goes by the name C. Shields. Now, if you're thinking, wait, like Clarissa Shields, the boxer, congratulations, you've just solved the next level of this scandal. Remy Ma allegedly admits in the released chats that she may have had an emotional relationship with Clarissa Shields. In addition to chatting to 50, one of the texts said, "You give me a sense of security that they don't. We're now officially in entanglement territory. It's just energy, no pressure, with you. True ones are not judgmental." And yet another, "I wish I could be with you without ruining everything I've worked so hard to create." Fans have been pulling the story into a whole new realm of bisexual scandal despite the fact that these messages are obviously unverified. and have not been officially confirmed. Is Remy Ma secretly fluid? Was Clarissa more than just a friend? Did 50 Cent discover that he wasn't the only one and go nuclear? The theories and speculation are wild, getting more complicated than a Drake album. Remy Ma is now facing public destruction, private heartbreak, and career collapse all in 1 week. And Papoose is reportedly looking into a tell-all deal with his streaming platform, a documentary style heartbreak series where he will finally reveal the truth. And we'll be sitting there because there's one thing we've learned this week. It's that no relationship is safe from the chaos of leaked direct messages, burner phones, and 50 Cent's unrivaled talent for digital retaliation. Therefore, we must ask the real questions. Will Papoose recover from this public humiliation? Or is this the moment he finally leaves for good? And let's not forget about 50 Cent. Did he go too far this time? Watching, and the fallout is just getting started. Now, we want to know if you think Remy sent those pictures to 50 Cent. Papoose should forgive her or expose her, if this was just a big stunt, or if we're seeing the real side of hip-hop's most private drama. Tell us what you think, and what you think in the comments section below. Trust us, the world is listening. If you don't want to miss what comes next, like this video, click the subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. We've got more leaks, more receipts, and more truth bombs coming your way. The chatter never stops here. If we don't break the news, we blow it up.